beautiful people, you're welcome to the newspaper review today here on TAV TV, and I am Jennifer Wamo. And with me on the review today is a great current affairs analyst, Mr. Victor Soku. So, Mr. Victor, how are you today?
I'm all right, and I'm feeling somehow you calling me great. Well, I'm Victor Soku.
You're a great man. You're a great man. You're welcome.
Thank
You're welcome
you.
once again.
Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
We will not be doing this alone. You know that we need to have you. You can join us on our social media handles. You can also drop your comments on the comment section, and you can also hit those subscribe button. All right, let's go down to the business of the day. To the headlines of the day here. The Guardian we have on the Guardian today. Ekwere Madu court adjourns till December 16. Daughter charged with parents. You can see this on page 3. And also we have petrol may hit 250 per litre despite 4 trillion naira subsidy. Ipman says depot price now 190 naira per litre. That you can find on page 3. And it says ANAP Foundation releases poll outcomes in 5. ANAP Foundation releases poll outcomes in 5 states, and that is in page 2. FG, that's federal government, announces resumption of Abuja Kaduna rail service 7 months after, and we can find that on the page 4. Okay, and the big one here, the one that has the front page, it says 2023 G5 PDP governors not relenting in fight with Atiku. And also, we have Stop 2023 election. Politics not solution to Nigerians' problems, says Ogbimi. And you can get that on the Guardian page 5. And we still have on another place. It says, Nigeria, Twitter agreement risk collapse over global restructuring. And that is on the page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. All right, these are the headlines on the Guardian newspaper. So, Mr. Victor, what will you like to say? Any interesting headlines?
I think I'll go with the major headline for today, where we have the G5s.
The G5.
Yeah.
So, who are the G5s?
Okay. I even wanted to just not mention it today, but yeah, for our new viewers, the G5, we have the governors of Benue State, that's Samuel Ortom. Governor of Rivers State, that's the Emperor of Niger.
Emperor of Niger, yeah, the great man.
So we have
the Abia
State Governor.
Okay.
Okezie Ikpeazu. Then we have Makinde, that's the governor
from
of
the West.
Oyo State.
That makes them the G5.
Yes.
All right.
So the G5, sorry, we did not mention Enugu State, Ugwanyi. Okay. Ugwanyi,
very well.
yeah.
Ugwanyi, yes.
Yeah, making it up to 5. So the 5, they are up together again. They went to see their comrade. That is in the name of Samuel Ortom in Benue State.
In Benue State.
Okay, so they met and something very tough happened there. And that in my own opinion, it feels that they are not going back. They are going all head on against Atiku. Because Ortom came out to voice his views with respect to Atiku, saying that Atiku should go to hell.
Like, so they don't want him.
Yes,
and are you as well?
Yes. So he went head on for the first time, coming so plain, so out to say Atiku should go to hell. My brother, my sister, I was just so shocked for him to use such hard phrase.
Confidence.
Yes. And he also went on to mention that that Benue people should never vote for a Fulani man.
That's
all out. Reason, because he said that Atiku is part of the Fulani group or the Fulani tribe that have been sending havoc to his people.
To his people, that has kept Benue State the way they are right now. I think the farmers are not actually enjoying in that area of the country at all.
18 persons were just killed recently.
Recently, yes.
And he is saying that Atiku did not even make any statement regarding that. Meaning that Atiku supports these headers that are killing his people. Yeah, he went all out calling at headers, as in headsmen, are the people killing his people. So that Atiku should not be voted for, that he is from the killer group, Oh, come on, that was just too
All
hard.
right, Mr. Victor, I just want to ask you a little question based on that. You know, we have 36 governors in Nigeria, and we're just having this group, these 5 people. How long do you think this fight can last? Do you think that at a point some might just say we are not doing again, and maybe 3 or 2 will be left? What do you see?
Oh, sure, it can happen. It can happen. But from the way it's going, you find out that they are gaining momentum. Yes, they've tagged themselves, they've called themselves the integrity group.
Integrity group.
Okay.
Wow.
we are still, oh man, come on. If I start dissecting them very, very well, you find out that they are not really integrity group. Oh my God. When we say that I'm just 2-2-2 against Abia State Governor,
Really?
I have a special beef for him. Okay, but that just aside. Okay, but going forward, I think they might maintain this momentum, especially when Wike is there with them. Mind you, Wike is a strong politician.
Can I be allowed to just say the man is a tiger?
He's a very strong politician, and he does not look at people. He voices his opinion, and you dare not say anything against him because he will also come out and hit you hard. Yes. So I think with the way they are going, they might not just lose momentum. And coming from the Atiku have reasoned within themselves, as in the camp of the Atiku, they've reasoned within themselves that see, they can't help it any longer. So they need to, that they will just have to maintain with their campaign speed. Sure. No going back. Let them just go ahead and campaign without this G5. And I think that has also caused so much chaos, yeah. So much distrust.
Because I think some days back, I think yesterday, something happened at a place, I think in Rivers State, a place they call Omuma or something. Okay. Some group of people went to place a poster of Atiku, and some other groups came out and began to machete and shoot them. Right now, the PDP is already calling for probe on that. So I don't think it's actually going well, especially in Wike's territory.
Yes,
you know?
So sad.
So,
and my heart goes out to the victims. I learned, but I'm not confirmed that one person was killed.
Oh my God.
Okay, and a whole lot of persons were butchered, were macheted. Yes, yes. So it's also unfair that when it comes to political periods like this, find that people just pick up fight for leaders that tomorrow they will also come back together and make way. Tomorrow you might see them in Turkey. Say they've been going to UK and Turkey. You might see them there having a bottle of champagne together and feeling good.
It's quite unfortunate for the ones that have lost their life trying to stand for these politicians. So that's why my advice goes to the youth out there. Please don't allow yourself to be used as a tool to carry out some of these acts. All right, Mr. Victor, I think we'll be going to our next paper. Our next paper here on the Vanguard, we have train attack. FG set to resume Kaduna-Abuja service. And you can see that on the page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. And the next one we have here says, ASU have salary payment. Bajabiamila sues for peace. You know, I was actually smiling when I was reading that. That was my first time in history that since I was born. Since how old I am now, I'm seeing such a thing. And this you can read on the page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. And also we have terror alert. UK drops warning against travel to Abuja. Insists risk remain. UK drops warning against travel to Abuja. Insists risks remain. This is also on the page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. And then we'll move down to the big one. It says 2023 poll. Over 600 cases in court against INEC. Over 600 cases in court against INEC. You can find that in the page 7. And the I think the kicker there says, the writer says, you must rise above temptations. CGN warns at inauguration of election tribunal judges. Says he won't condone abuse of power. Says he won't condone abuse of power. And there's another beautiful one here. It says, PDP crisis. Why Atiku won't have my support, Ortom. Why Atiku won't have my support. That is in page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper. And also we have, why Tinubu won't attend debates, Keyamo. Keyamo, why Tinubu won't attend debates. That can be found on the page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. And also we have NPC begs Biafra agitators not to disrupt 2023 census in the southeast. Let me take this again. It says NPC begs Biafra agitators not to disrupt 2023 census in southeast, and this can be found on the page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. And the last but not the least in this Vanguard news, we have ICPC probes 712 projects in 20 states, begins disposal of forfeited assets. ICPC probes 712 projects in 20 states, begins disposal of forfeited assets. And you know, there's another thing I saw. He said, worst flood coming next year. Also on the page 6. Worst flood coming next year. And these all we have on the Vanguard newspaper. All right, Mr. Victor.
Okay, maybe I should start with the worst flood, but just make a few points. Okay, the person saying worst flood is coming next year. But if you check by the lines, okay, check by history, you find out that heavy flooding do not happen immediately or
yearly
currently
or annually.
Many a times you cannot really predict that. So saying that it will come next year,
you don't go with the prediction?
Yeah, personally, from the scientific point of view, I do not think that will happen just so quickly. Okay,
really?
But that does not mean that the government should not do their side.
Yes.
They should take care of their own positions.
Yes.
Okay. Going into the major headline, we say 600
cases in court against INEC. Against INEC.
That is too much. That is too much. In fact, they were even mentioning that a particular state, they did not mention the state, that 70 cases are against INEC in that state. Okay, so that's so much. Okay, right now they are planning for the election. Yeah. And mind you, they are using systems that they've not used for, they've never used for, like the beavers, okay, as in a national scale. Okay?
Yes.
They are some kind of will I say issues INEC they are having with the people in terms of trust, and they are now having issues with cases, 600 cases. Oh, aside even the 600 cases, INEC, they are having issues with their offices.
Like
the flood has really ravaged their offices too.
Okay, Mr. Victor, so what could these cases be like? Is it individuals or organizations?
Tribunal cases, okay, just like one that happened today. So the persons that are involved right now are not just about, we're not talking about the community or organizations.
Individuals.
It is politicians.
Politicians
are the ones calling out INEC to the podium.
Wow.
Okay? Now, just look at what happened in Zamfara State.
Yes.
Whereby the PDP has been banished from Guba election come 2023.
Come 2023.
So anything governorship election for the PDP in Zamfara State, I think they might not just make it. Although they might still head to the appeal. They might still head to the appeal. But from the strength of the case, I think that INEC has a case there to ban them out of the system, the process, the Guba process in Zamfara State. So going forward, you have, just like I mentioned, a particular state having 70 cases
against INEC.
Okay. So it's not just, and like I was also saying, it's not just about these 600 tribunal cases. Yes, they are getting more tribunal judges to help facilitate these cases. But INEC is pleading with the federal government that they should have an electioneering commission, whereby election case commission, whereby if there is anything pertaining to election cases, the commission will take care of it. That particular judicial sector should take care of it, so that it will not disturb other proceedings with respect to the court system in Nigeria. Meaning, this particular commission will just handle anything election cases. Okay, and mind you, Nigeria is too big for. Nigeria has the population, but our court systems are just shrinking by the day. Okay, we do not have enough hands out there. And mind you, what has happened with the CGN last time that made the Chief Justice of Nigeria to resign was because of what? Funding, and they are just a few persons out there.
That's really, really
okay.
Bad. Anyway, I'll have a small question for you based on this. Before the end of the year, we just have a month for this the year 2022 to come to an end. Do you think, for any reason, do you think INEC can actually come out of this? Do you think there is hope for 2023 election?
I don't think so. With respect to these court cases, and mind you, these court cases also require money. INEC is even crying blue mother that they need extra 50 billion to take care of the election. And you know that our resources are going down by the day. And when you now even convert the issues of the forex, find out that our budgets are shrinking. Okay, another problem that INEC they are facing is that their offices, like they complained recently that flooding has taken over many of their offices. Mind you, just in May, it was recorded that 1,000 ballot boxes are missing.
Are missing, yes.
Okay.
That was in May.
And
yes.
What about their Hilux buses? What about their logistics, their vehicle that have been stolen?
So you're trying to tell me that right now that INEC is not prepared for the forthcoming election?
They are not.
They are not prepared?
They are not prepared. INEC is going through a lot right now. What about the Beavers case where people do not have trust?
They don't trust.
Okay, what about in terms of transmission? That people are, oh come on, that civil society are coming out to ask INEC, see, are you guys going to upload this information as it is happening, as in live stream information, while you are transmitting your data? That is an issue for INEC to answer right now. So people are just agitating because this election means a lot to
seriously, this election means a lot, and they have to trust INEC to an extent. And thank you very much, Mr. Victor. But I pray for INEC. But I know that here in Nigeria, there's always a way out. There's always a way out. There's a way they can do it. And, before you know it, they'll say, oh, the 600 cases is over. And INEC has taken very good care of it. All right, viewers, we'll be going on a short break. And when we return, we'll take the last paper.
Now that you have registered for your PVC, it doesn't stop there. Ensure you pick up your PVC. Be alert. Join many Nigerians to vote credible leaders that will change the tide of this nation. Do not sell your vote. Remember, this is our future. Your vote is your voice.
This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited.
You're welcome back. All right. The next paper that we'll have here is The Nation. And on The Nation today, the headlines that we'll have here, one says, CGN to Election Tribunal. Judges, okay, CGN to Election Tribunal judges, don't be reckless. CGN to Election Tribunal judges, don't be reckless. And this can be found on the page 5 of the tribunal. And another one that we have here is Call 27. UN unveils $3 billion plan to achieve early warning system. UN unveils $3 billion plan to achieve early warning system. And also we have, I will reclaim my mandate, says Governor Oyetola. I will reclaim my mandate, says Governor Oyetola. This you can find on the page 27. And another one says $50 million Gavi grant for 8 states to strengthen vaccination. And you can find this on page 5. There's this thing, I like hearing about grants. And this big one, the big one, just like I call it the big one, will have women, farmers, artisans, others, unite for Tinubu. Women, farmers, artisans, others, unite for Tinubu. And it says, Marafa, Eyibo sure of victory for APC presidential candidate come next year. Wonderful. That is very beautiful. And I also want to take this one here. It says, nobody can break our ranks. Wike, Ortom, Makinde insist. Nobody can break our ranks. Wike, Ortom, Makinde insist. These headlines are very interesting. But I've seen this one. Women, farmers, artisans, others, unite for Tinubu. Mr. Victor, do you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, when they mention all these groups, sometimes I just laugh about it. Okay, this time around, you're talking about women, farmers and artisans. Okay. Can you remember that when the CBN governor, Emefiele, wanted to get it, well, he bought it. Oh, come on. Well, like other aspirants will say, my group are buying presidential ticket for me, as in aspiring to become a president.
All right.
With respect to your party. Okay?
Yes.
So when the case of the CBN governor happened, mind you, they were like farmers gathered 1 billion for him
Okay.
to get his ticket. My brother, my sister, it is happening now. So what am I?
These people, they just love women. Is it that women can be easily? Anyway, I believe it's the love the women have for the aspirants, you know.
Well, for me,
for the
I think this is
candidates.
just political science happening right now, okay? Whereby, and it's the politics of Nigeria, whereby they come and say, okay, these particular women are coming to support this person, this particular artisans. In fact, right now, even in Lagos, you see mechanic association in politics.
Really?
Carpenter association in
their
politics.
own.
That they are supporting this, they are supporting that. Well, that's to tell you, and come to think of it, when these people make some of these trips, you just be wondering, are you really a businessman? Are you sure you are a businessman living 1 or 2 days just to go and work for a candidate in the Nigeria of today? If you have you are praying to get a job, to do a furniture job for somebody, then you now leave your space and your job and now trek how many kilometers on a weekday, not weekend. Mind you,
Mr. Victor, excuse me, do you want to say that it's not really worth it for people that are aspiring for a better Nigeria tomorrow to go on a long walk for their loved one?
Beautiful. It sounds so cool in the mouth, okay?
In the mouth,
cool, yeah, in the mouth.
okay.
But when you go in reality, my dear, okay, how will I live my business, okay, a running business, on a weekday? I don't know if you get my point. Shut it down because of what? I want to play politics. Man, personally, well, maybe that's my opinion. Maybe you have your own different opinion, okay?
Yes.
But I think, kudos to the Tinubu camp. But if you also check very well, you find out that he is also growing in momentum.
Yes,
okay?
he is. He's actually pulling weight.
He has a different kinds of group. Look at what has happened with the Afeni Ferrers, okay? That also tell you that Tinubu has his strongholds, okay? He has his numbers, no two ways about that. Okay. In summary, I also want to talk about the PDP and the APC. I'll just do a recap of what is happening. Well, we've mentioned with the PDP, the Zamfara State PDP will not be holding Guba elections because of the cause from the Guzo Federal High Court that has banned them from representing with respect to the Guba candidates. Now, for the Labour Party, something is happening with the Labour Party, and what is that? Peter Obi, through his campaign chairman, Doyin Okupe, has come out to say in the next debate that if the top party member, top presidential candidates
doesn't,
if they don't show up,
yes,
that he will not be
Peter
there.
Obi wouldn't be there.
Will not
Yes,
be there.
that's a very nice one.
But personally, I'm seeing it from two angles. I think this debate should not just be about the presidential candidates. Okay, you're not only talking with the presidential candidate, you're also talking to the
masses.
You are delivering your manifesto. Personally, I think he should go ahead. He should not act like others. Okay, yes, but if you also go down, ask about others, they still have their reasons best known to them. I'm not here to judge people's reasons.
If everyone goes on their personal things, so who will come out for the debate?
Just imagine, as big as Nigeria, the biggest black nation in the world,
yes,
having a presidential election coming up, and there will be no debate.
You
now have the lower parties. I have to call them the lower parties. The lower parties on our screens. Why the big players?
The big players that have been on the limelight for
are not around. One party or the other. Come on, it does not make sense.
Okay.
So please, Peter Obi should always make himself available. Okay, and I believe through that means we should at least able to know his manifesto and know what he's bringing to the table if he becomes president in 2020.
Okay, Mr. Victor, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we have come to an end of the newspaper review here on TAV TV today. Don't forget to join us on our social media platform, and also don't forget to hit the subscription button, and also you can drop your comments on the comment section. Okay, and I am Jennifer one more, and with me here still is Mr. Victor Soku. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
around.
It was a lovely time.
Thank
being
you.
with
Okay.
Thank you.